a storehouse of love and never-ending laughter, an archives of memories, a space full of dreams, speaking volumes of where you've been, more so of who you are. And here we put these pieces together to create a place that you can call home. So come, stay along where you belong.
Welcome to Fulcrum Homedecor. My name is Pallavi and I'm here to help you transform your spaces into a home. Today, I will be sharing with you a video of a very dear client. Now, I say this for most of my clients, but this client is especially dear to me. I'll tell you why. So she had been seeing our videos, and just like many of our clients who approach us, she's one of them who's seen the videos. But what is different with this client is that she wanted me to design the house whatever I wished to design. So this is one of those clients who did not have any thing in particular that she wanted, but she just wanted that this place should look like it's designed by me. So this is the reason why this is a very interesting video. So today I will be taking you through her living room, her kitchen and her master bedroom. It's a 3 BHK home, but we have only designed these 3 areas and the balcony for her home. So I had shared with her a few Pinterest boards. Now if you go onto my Pinterest page, you will see that, and you follow us, you will see that I have created boards of different kind of design style. There's Scandinavian design style, there is I think there's every Indian design style, contemporary design style, vintage design style, and also mid-century modern design style. So the board that resonated most with her was the mid-century design style. So what I have done is I have designed this space to suit a mid-century modern kind of design. Now mid-century modern design style primarily is a mix of colors, is a mix of textures. Generally things are very vibrant in it, and a lot of usage of wood to add warmth is done. So this is not a minimal home tour. So I just wanted to let you know that even though I love minimal form of design, this is one design style which I have used. It's not maximal, but it's not very minimal like a Scandinavian look. So this is definitely going to be something that I'm sure you will have a lot of fun watching. So let us begin the tour from the living room. The entrance, we have housed a shoe rack with a puffy to sit on. So as we enter the home, you've seen the entryway, you've seen the shoe rack. So as we enter the home, there is no foyer per se. On the right is the balcony, and on the left side we had this beautiful L-shaped wall on which we could house the seating. What we have done here is we had the option of either providing an L-shaped seating or providing loose seating the way I have done here. The client definitely wanted a Zen corner. That was a requirement that she was very clear about. She also wanted a space where she could sit and read, or just an accent chair somewhere in the room. These were the only 2 specific requirements that she gave us. So what we have done here is to provide her with a 3-seater sofa, to provide her with a bench and an accent chair. The corner between the sofa and the accent chair, we have housed a Zen corner here. We've added a Buddha statue, we've added a lamp and some plants, and it just creates a very soothing feel when you enter the room. So on the right side is the first thing that happens is the door for the balcony. And then we have this wall which also houses a window. So what we decided to do is to have the TV unit and also to extend the TV unit right in the corner of the wall so that it can also be used as a seating. So what I've done here is to house the TV on a beautiful shiplap paneling wall. And the base of the TV has been kept at a height which is comfortable for seating, and creates like a really nice little corner, and also a very informal space if you want to have a cup of tea, or you also want to increase the seating in the room. The TV unit, if you see, has been designed very differently this time. We have used a different kind of cane material which has been used all through the doors of the TV unit. We do not have drawers here, all of them are openable shutters. The panel behind the TV, it houses all the electrical wires and they are hidden, so you can't really see them, and they come out at a position where you can plug in your set-top box or your DVD player or a home theater system, whatever you would like to do. So this is the balcony area. We haven't really done much apart from we've used this deck flooring. We have added this faux grass and some more of the deck flooring there. A few planters on this, on the railing. And we've provided her with some shelves here from which she can actually put plants, and they can hang, so she can use pothos or she can use this kind of a plant here, and they'll really create a beautiful green wall. The client already had these chairs, so we've kept them here, and this is a space that she can add on to later. So, since this was a whole mid-century modern design and like the living room, what I wanted to do is there are a lot of colors which are being used here. Of course, they're all pastels, but we've used a lot of color, we've used a lot of patterns and different kinds of elements, which is what mid-century modern design is all about. So what we have gone ahead with is this top color, which is something I think by now whoever has been watching my video knows that this is a color that I recommend or talk about a lot in my videos. So as I was mentioning, I've given it a very high back, and what I've done is anchored it on this beautiful shiplap wall. This wall and the TV unit wall, they kind of complement each other, bringing the room together. And these chairs, the way they are placed, it still separates the two areas. Now what is very interesting about this dining area, of course the bench that we provided, it has storage, so a lot of their extra storage can go in there as well. But what is very interesting is the table that we have done. So I really wanted to give her a terrazzo dining table, and it's a surprise for the client. She doesn't know. I'm going to show her. I'm supposed to be handing over the site to her in the next 20 minutes. So when she comes here, we'll ask her what she thought about it. So I was not able to find, terrazzo is this mosaic kind of pattern which we used to see in most of our houses olden days, but it's made a huge comeback and it looks amazing. And what I wanted to do is give her a table which had a terrazzo top. So I was unable to find someone to fabricate it for me, but what I did was I found these tiles which are in these huge 4x3 size, and I fused two tiles together and made a tabletop out of it. And I think this is personally one of my favorite things in this place, in this whole project. So do let me know what you think about it. So that's the speciality of this particular dining table. The chair designs, of course, we have kept that very simple, but again we have upholstered the chairs with a fabric that is matching to the fabric of the bench. So when the chairs are put this side and we add the bench, it completely looks like one unit over here. On this side of the dining, we did not want to provide her with a very huge and elaborate, a bar unit or a sideboard. The simple reason being that this area we wanted it to be more fluid and walkable. So this is a movable unit in case they want to have a puja or they want to have a celebration. They can house their goddess here or whatever they would want to do. Other than that, this is a console table which can house their crockery, and it can also be used as a bar when they have gatherings or parties, whatever it is. Now, we do have enough space here, but what we wanted to do is, in case the chair is used on this side while making it into a 6-seater, we wanted that they could still access this cabinet, and that's why the doors to this cabinet have been made sliding. they are on bearing, ball bearings, and it's very easy to slide it in and out. And slide it side by side. And this can be used in multi-purpose ways. It can be used to serve food when they have guests, because the dining table is not a huge 6-seater. It can be used as a bar top. It can be used for a lot of different purposes. The bar unit, the laminate of the bar unit is exactly same as the living room, and I wanted the continuation to be there. So the color of the laminate, it's a very beautiful wooden color, but it has this tone of ash grey in it, and it's the same on the TV unit, it's the same on the bar unit, and we've used a color from that and polished the chairs in that greyish kind of shade. I did not want to give it like a very typical brown feel, so that's what we've done to the chairs. And for the bar unit, the front we have made in the mint color. Now in a little bit you will be seeing how the mint color is kind of tying into the entire space. So we've used the same color on the shutters over here as well. So in this particular project, we actually had a lot of walls to use. And as I mentioned in the living area, that we've used a pattern there on the wall, and the same pattern we have continued over here, so that it kind of gives the same look and feel to the space. We could have housed a mirror, which is what mostly we were thinking of, but I somehow wanted to keep this wall particularly blank, because every wall has almost one focal piece which is already there on the wall. So this wall has been specifically left blank so that this can be worked upon, and the client can also use this wall however they wish to. What I've done here is just to have a beautiful hook which kind of again matches the color, and have a macrame plant hanger here which has this beautiful plant going, pushing it onto the wall, keeping the floor space completely usable. Coming to the color palette of the room. Now, unlike other videos of mine, this one has a lot of colors. Now the reason why you see a lot of color is because, again, the mid-century design, it uses a lot of pastel shades and it uses a lot of contrasting colors on the color wheel. So the color palette was actually orange and green. Now orange and green cannot be used in their raw form in a mid-century format. It's mostly Indian colors that you can use orange and Indian design which you can use these two colors. So what I wanted to do is use their most pastel versions and semi-light versions to in this space per se. So there is the primary color of this living room is actually mint, and it's a very beautiful, it's not really it's a mix between a sage green and a mint color. This color is reflected on the shiplap on both the dining nook and the TV unit. And what I've done here is to create this lovely pattern which kind of pulls your eye to a higher level, and it also, because it's horizontal, it celebrates the length of this space. Now I have chosen to go ahead with the mint in the center, and the top color which you see being used in the laminates, which you see being used in the on the back of the dining nook, and we've added these lines above and below the mint, the mint putty, so to speak, again just to create that illusion of a longer, larger space. Apart from these two colors, the accent color that I've used here is this pastel orange. Now this pastel orange is actually a coral color is what I would call it. So I've used it in bits and pieces. Of course, you see it in the artwork here, you will see it in the cushions, and of course the main chair that has a lot of this, that is pretty much that color. So what I wanted to do with the bench and the blinds and the fabric for the chairs is to incorporate the pastel coral kind of a shade, but not in a very huge way. So I have used it in a very, very minimal way, and I've used a checkered pattern on the bench. I have used a striped pattern on the Roman curtain, and yet you see that everything does somewhere come together, even though you'll see a lot of different elements, and that is as I mentioned a million times, I think, a form of mid-century design. Another thing that I've done with the accessories is used a lot of organic stuff. So you'll see jute, you will see suede, cotton and cane. So this is again bringing the sustainable factor in, and to tie everything that you see in this space, in this living dining hall, I have used this lovely throw, which is completely enveloping and embracing all these beautiful colors together. And I feel that this throw is like one of, though it is so inconspicuous, it's one of the most important parts which kind of bring the space together. And but with the accessories, that's somehow, I think it's just not in me to over accessorize. However, I would say that this site has been accessorized more than what I would show you in my normal sites. But I just love the juxtaposition of things here, and it really looks nice. So the pampas grass that we have is again in that taupe color. We have some candle stands and candles, and the green all over is the accessories that I have added to this space. Now this side has one thing which I have done, and it is a false ceiling. So if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm not a person who propagates using a false ceiling much, but certain areas you sometimes need to highlight, and that was the same thing with the living area. Since it was a huge hall, but the dining space, and we needed to give it slight segregation for this space to feel like where the guests can go, and beyond that is literally the home area. So what I've done here is nothing major, very simply pulled the ceiling down by only 4 to 5 inches, and we've enclosed the lights, the actual lights which are for the space, in the ceiling, and the rest of the ceiling, which is the same level as the ceiling in the dining room, has just been given a wooden paneling. This just adds warmth, and it also helps us with the lighting of the space. Welcome to your house, Sanjita. Now since this is for the video, I am going to welcome you again. So tell me, now I ask all my clients, this time I want to ask you that apart from your favorite corner, firstly I want you to share how you approached us, and why did you approach us, and what was your thought process, and what was your experience working with us?
Okay, firstly, I got to know about your store, about you basically from YouTube videos. Okay, and the reason behind hiring you firstly would definitely be your creative ideas. Everyone can put a dining table or a sofa anywhere, but that doesn't make the place just like the way like personalize the space or anything of that sort. So you had that vision. I could
Flattered.
I could literally see it in your videos, like all the work you have done. It was nothing was monotonous. Everything was very different, and everything was very specific to that space, because every house is different and every client is different. So that is like one of the most important reasons, I would say, that I got in touch with you. And of course the house looks awesome. Guys, when you see the entire video, you'll just get to know. So it's really awesome, and working with you, I didn't have to take care of anything, to be very frank. It was just the choices you asked me, that whether I choose blue or pink, stuff like that. That's it. And everything else, it was you guys who took care and designed and then suggested which is good, which is bad, and which would look best for this space. And thanks to you, making it so gorgeous.